What's up, dudes? We are doing some more bucket pull poetry. What are we going to create today? As always, I got the butt of inspiration, bunch of prompts in here. Let's see what we got. My bizarre morning smoothie. All right, let's get to work. All right, my bizarre morning smoothie. Smoothies are definitely having a moment right now. So, what are we going to do? I personally am not a smoothie guy, but a lot of people are. And I know one of the reasons why people like them is because you can put just a whole mess of shit in them. So, we're going to get wacky with the smoothie that we concoct on this Google Doc. All right, my bizarre morning smoothie. All right, so we're going to start off. By waking up. First couple lines, we're going to wake up. I open my eyes with eager intent. All right. I just kind of jumped into a line right now. I didn't really have a second line in mind, so I think I'm actually not going to use the word intent. That happens kind of frequently. I'll just sort of say something. I'll just blurt out the first line and then go, all right, yeah, I don't really know where I'm going from here. All right, so we're waking up. I open my eyes. My stomach is growling. Let's head to the kitchen to suppress its howling. Cool. All right, so right off the bat, one line, we're waking up. Second line, we immediately go into, hey, we're going to the kitchen. We're going to make some food. Obviously, it's the smoothie. So I think I like that intro. I open my eyes. My stomach is growling. Let's head to the kitchen to suppress its howling. All right, so we're going to have to have the word smoothie in here. I mean, obviously, because it's about a smoothie. So I kind of want to end on smoothie. I want the fourth line to have the word smoothie, just so like the reader who doesn't know, who's going into this not knowing what it's about, within the first stanza, they're like, oh, okay, this is all about a smoothie, obviously. So smoothie. What does anything rhyme with smoothie? Not really. Nothing rhymes with smoothies. I open my fridge and take a quick scan. Okay, take a quick scan. Scan, the word plan rhymes with scan. So we're going to try and go smooth. This is at least what I'm thinking right now. We're going to go smoothies game plan, like the game plan for the smoothie. So scan plan. I open my fridge and take a quick scan. All right, I'm going to type game plan. All right, how are we gonna, what can we build up the game plan? Open my fridge and take a quick scan while I mentally concoct my smoothie game plan. I think that's pretty good. So I open my eyes, my stomach is growling. Let's head to the kitchen to suppress its howling. I open my fridge and take a quick scan while I mentally concoct my smoothie's game plan. First stanza down, he's concocting it in his head. Now we get to the fun part where we just start throwing everything in the kitchen sink into this freaking smoothie. Let's make this weird. Let's make this shit bizarre. Whenever we talk about smoothies, what's the common stuff? Fruit, banana, kale, lemongrass, all that healthy stuff. But this is a bizarre smoothie. So we're going to get weird with it. So I'm just going right now. I grab maple syrup and 2 husks of corn. Why not, right? Syrup and corn. That's pretty bizarre. I grab maple syrup and 2 husks of corn. See, you know what? We're not going corn because it's gonna be annoying to try and rhyme. So I grab a potato and soy sauce as well, and a brown chunk of tofu that's starting to smell. Nice. Then in goes some bacon along with some lox. Then I wring out the juice from my dirty gym socks. This is good. This is good. Cool. All right. All right. Stanza 2 from the beginning. This is pretty bizarre. I grab a potato and soy sauce as well and a brown chunk of tofu that's starting to smell. Then in goes some bacon along with some lox. Then I wring out the juice from my dirty gym socks. So we're on the last stanza. So basically, let's say stanza 1, the intro. Hey, we're about to wake up and make a smoothie. Stanza 2, we're going ingredients. So we're done with the ingredients. So we got potatoes, soy sauce, tofu, bacon, lox. and the juice from dirty gym socks. It all hits the blender and puree's real thick. Thick. Sick. Sick. A combination like this would obviously make someone sick if they really drank it, but I figure since it's my bizarre morning smoothie, I'm going to assume that the person making it doesn't cause themselves to get sick. So maybe we can angle it as like anyone else who drank it would get sick, but not me. I'm prone, or not, I'm not prone. I'm incapable of getting sick. Okay, I like thick because it's just, you just think of the thick sludge of a smoothie with all this like nasty bullshit in it. So I like that imagery. It all hits the blender. You know what? I don't like that wording. Into the blender, the ingredients plop, where they puree into a thick mix of gray slop. Into the blender, the ingredients plop, where they puree into a thick mix of gray slop. 2 lines left. We're wrapping this thing up. This is pretty good, man. I think this was a success. I grab a tall glass and chug it down quick. See, I grab a tall glass and chug it down quick. Now maybe I can end on the word sick, whereas I can actually kind of flip the whole thing where it's like, where basically I'm talking about how, hey, this is my bizarre morning smoothie. This is what I do. And then I can maybe fashion an ending where it's just like, oh no, I think I'm going to be sick, where it's like, cause you're reading it and you're going, how can anyone drink this? And then you realize that the narrator he was a little overzealous with the bizarre ingredients, and maybe he is going to get himself sick. I kind of like that, where you throw the reader a little curveball in the end. And it's just an unexpected little touch where it ends on a note that you didn't see coming, and like that's always awesome. What one of the most, and again, this is probably obvious for some people who are writers, but maybe for others who aren't, this is again also my opinion, but the very beginning and the very end is like the most vital moments in, whether or not it's a poem, whether or not it's a book or anything, it's like, if you can grab someone in the very beginning and then you can leave off on either a witty pun or an ending that they didn't see coming, or just an ending that's like humorous. It's you leave someone with a good taste in your mouth. It's funny, we're talking about smoothie and leaving them with a taste in their mouth. This would leave you with a terrible taste in your mouth, but the poem can leave you with a good taste in your mouth. I really hope this time I don't get real sick. I really hope this time I don't get, okay, I used real twice. That sounds very redundant. I grab a tall glass and chug it down quick. I grab a tall glass and chug it down quick. Then run to the bathroom because I'm going to be sick. No, see, this is the shit that I love. I have a love-hate relationship with this sort of predicament that I'm in right now, because like, obviously it's no fun when you like don't know, when you're kind of like struggling, but at the same time, it's the best feeling in the world, because once you figure it out, once you figure out the literary equation in your head, it's going to be perfecto. It's the best, dude. Creativity is the best. The gears are turning. All right. I'm trying to think. Maybe we shouldn't even use the word sick. Hell, maybe we should change the third line too. Maybe it shouldn't even be quick. Maybe we can end it someplace different. Maybe we can make a joke about like my toilet is gonna be paying for this later, like maybe we could do something like that, where it's like, hey, I drank it down, but boy, my toilet better be ready for later, because this ain't gonna be pretty. So let's say the last line is, man, my toilet will pay for this later. Does that make sense? My toilet will pay for this later. I really hope my toilet is ready for later. So this is going to be one of those things where I'm actually going to figure out the last line before the second to last line, because I'm going to want to end it on a nice little punch. So I'm going to have to kind of reverse engineer this and go last line and then kind of lead up to the last line. Okay, I'm going to say, you know what? I like the last line, even though it's a smoothie it goes down real rough. Even though it's a smoothie, it goes down real rough. So I grab a glass. Okay, check this out. Here we go. We're going to say, gulping the mixture is always real tough because though it's a smoothie, it goes down real rough. I like that. You know what? We're going to wrap that up. That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Gulping the mixture is always real tough. Stuff. Okay, stuff also rhymes though. Stuff. Never been easy. It's never been easy to choke down this stuff because though it's a smoothie, it goes down real rough. Awesome. That's it. All right. Take it from the top. I open my eyes, my stomach is growling. Let's head to the kitchen to suppress its howling. I open my fridge and take a quick scan while I mentally concoct my smoothie's game plan. I grab a potato and soy sauce as well and a brown chunk of tofu that's starting to smell. Then in goes some bacon along with some lox. Then I wring out the juice from my dirty gym socks. Into the blender, the ingredients plop where they puree into a thick mix of gray slop. It's never been easy to choke down this stuff because though it's a smoothie, it goes down real rough. Dude, that's poetic. Awesome. As always, super proud of this, man. That was a fun one. That was awesome. Like, subscribe, comment below. Give me some words, some situations, some characters, some whatever you want. Put them in the butt of inspiration. Pull out some prompts, and we're gonna do this thing again. All right, everyone. Until then, stay classy.